am wholeheartedly welcome DTM Sampath Saurirajan to come and present your session to the benefit of all the Toastmasters, not only in District 105, around the world. Please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster DTM Saurirajan. வணக்கம்.
Good morning, Salam Alaikum, and Vanakkam. Because there are many Tamilians also there.
Yes, வணக்கம்.
See, I am very glad to be part of such an event because every time somebody gives me an opportunity to speak like this, it's a great experience for me. I simply love it. Talking with, talking to, or listening to Toastmasters is one of the good things that life has given me. See, as I see now, my Wi-Fi here is slightly shaky already. My voice is coming clear without break. Am I audible clearly? Okay. So I would actually request one of you to screen share my presentation, and I will keep on asking next line or next slide or next one. Then only you go to the next one. You can open that presentation, please. Okay. I usually put this in most of my things because people start maneuvering here and there without knowing what is what. Test page is very useful for that, asking people to wait. See, there is a saying, he who has a secret to keep should keep it secret that he has a secret to keep. Then only he can succeed. Same way, there is a problem with humorous speeches and humorous sessions. Once you announce it elaborately, people say, okay, let me purse my lips. Let me see how this man makes me laugh. This happens often. Once I introduced a very good humorous speaker, I say he's going to deliver a humorous speech today in our club. And practically there was no laughter, though the speech was really humorous. So I ask all of you to shed all inhibitions and laugh out loud. Ha 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 ha. Go to the next page. This is the title page. The next page is the title page. Adding humor to speech. Actually, it's very important. I'm not going to talk about humorous speech. I'm going to talk about adding humor to a normal speech. A normal speech in Toastmaster, especially in contest, is usually persuasive or inspirational. So is there a place for humor? We have to explore that. Go to the next. Yeah, please move down the title. What is humor? You can go down till the end of this page. No problem. Something that tickles, makes one laugh, chuckle, smile, in general, enjoy. There are other terms connected with them like wit, satire, and sarcasm. I'm not going in detail to define or describe them. Most of you know it. Often wit does not produce a laughter. Yeah, go to the next one. Sense of humor is often defined as something slightly different from what we understand a joke or anything. This is called equanimity or a poise, go down, poise or balance, or you can say resilience. This is not a natural trait of most people. When something bad happens to you, you get rattled. When something good happens to you, you are happy. Everybody is not a yogi sitting in a cave in Himalayas to be very poised about all this. But go down to the next line. Culture says we have to learn this. This is what is called sense of humor. We slightly related to that, but not exactly fully to humor. Go to the next slide. Some of the initial slides are only background. I will not go too much in detail about most of them, but they will be available in the presentation for you all in future. You can have that as a base. Purpose of humor is relaxation, very obvious, and enjoyment. You enjoy something, and then cohesion. When in a group there is humor, people tend to come closer to each other, they come to relate to each other, and very good relationship results. And in fact, even in a job situation, this can lead to good team camaraderie. I'll just tell my own experience about some purpose of humor, which is slightly more than this. So please stay there, previous slide. My own experience is around 10 years back, two of my relatives, one my elder brother and another my uncle, they were very bad, in bad shape health-wise. They were terminally ill, and I used to visit them very often, almost like once in a week or even more than once in a week. Spend 2 to 3 hours talking on any subject, regaling them. They used to enjoy it so much, and they themselves and their wives used to ask me to come again and again. I think that is a great service I have done. This opportunity is there for all of us. You can make somebody else relax. You can make somebody else enjoy while you are talking humorously. Go to the next one. Next slide, please. Genesis of humor. Yeah, stop there. You may think it is a very complicated thing, but there is only one point. Absurdity is the genesis of humor, nothing else. All other things can be brought under the fold of this one term. We all know what is absurd. Something which is not normal, something which is unexpected, something which is giving a shock or surprise to the people. This is absurdity. Go down. The absurdity can be, as I said, a surprise. Go down, please. Someone slips, many people laugh. As we grow, we stop laughing. But children, when they see somebody else slipping and falling, they laugh. When someone fumbles in reading or speaking or doing, there is laughter. Though in Toastmasters, we contain that within ourselves. So there is something absurd about it. A person is supposed to keep walking in a vertical pose, suddenly he slips and falls, it is absurd. Similarly, a person is supposed to have a free flow of speaking or reciting, and something goes wrong, and then we laugh. Go to the next one. Next slide, please. In Genesis of humor, one laughs when an expectation is belied. We expect something, we have a preconditioned assumption, then that is belied. This results in surprise and laughter. Go down. Shock or surprise. This is both shock or surprise is because of the absurdity and then laughter. Yeah, go down, next slide. Why or how of surprise? Why should we be surprised? There is a very technical point. I will quickly go through it. It's for background information. Our ear and brain are much faster than our mouth. Actually, very lucky for us, God has created like this. If mouth was faster, we will have much more trouble in this world. Go down. Go down, please. Till the end of this page, you can go down. Mouth output is roughly 150 words per minute. We all know Toastmasters. 120, 150 is a normal range. Somebody can talk fast, 200, 250, 300 like this. But ear input is up to 900 words per minute. How do we know this? Experiments have been done. And we all know one thing, in music, when they play very fast music, the notes keep changing so fast, even then we are able to understand and decipher them. So the ear input is very fast. Go to the next slide. Brain starts anticipating. This is the problem, because we are hearing things slower than we can actually process in the brain. because the speaker is giving only 150 or something like this. So the brain starts anticipating. Most of the time, we have an assumption, we have an expectation, we anticipate this will happen next. But the speaker deceives by going away from this expectation. Go down. Next line. By springing the unexpected. When the brain has already got a preconditioned expectation and something unexpected, surprise results, and then the laughter comes. This is the mechanism of that. Actually, this is only good to understand that in the sense that our pacing of humorous speaking has to be very carefully done. We should not talk very fast. If you speak at 900 words per minute and you tell a very good joke also, nobody will laugh because before they could anticipate, you would have given the unexpected thing. The thing goes just like as a matter of fact. Go to the next slide. Next slide, please. Timing. This is a great mystery. Lot of people, you've got very good timing in telling jokes. What is timing actually? There are two aspects of timing which are clearly come out by different people analyzing this. Go down. The first one is giving a pause after creating the expectation. Go down, go down. Pause before the punchline comes or your unexpected thing comes. Go down. The three-dot ellipsis is usually used in script for indicating this pause. Means you say something, you give a pause, making the people to delve into their anticipation and expectation more so that they are not prepared to receive what they are going to receive. There is another way of timing which is often used by stand-up comedians. This is no, please go there. Previous slide. The stand-up comedian tells a joke. Usually, the laughter has been dissected like this. Laughter, there is a big burst of energy, and then because of that, there is a lack of air, and you take in air, and then again the laugh continues and grows into a crescendo, and then it dies off. You should not wait after telling the joke for it to die off completely. The crescendo has started, you have to tell your next line or a tag to the previous joke. This is used by the stand-up comedians. Even we can use it in humorous speech or even in a serious speech. Go to the next slide. Next slide, please. Success at humor. Go down till the end of this page. Worrying about success erodes the chance of success. It's a very famous quote. Mahatma Gandhi? No. Mark Twain? No. The author of this quote is speaking to you. See, we have all come a long way in Toastmasters. We can start giving our own quotations. In fact, most of the quotations we get are also stupid. So we can contribute to stupidity by having our own quotations. This one was my attempt. Go to the next slide. If you worry about the success, you will not succeed. This is what creates tension, not only in humorous speech, even in serious speech also. 7 traits of successful humorists in homage to Stephen Covey. Number 7. Humorous people, go down to the end of the page. Humorous people enjoy life and love what they do. Go down, go down. Second is confidence. Confidence is essential for us. No, wait, please. For all speakers, but humorous speakers should have it in abundance, almost bordering on audacity. Relaxed mindset and no inhibition, because some of the jokes you say may offend somebody. Don't worry about that. Let it affect them. Let somebody object. You can always say sorry later on. Don't start worrying before. And if it happens, as I said, readiness to apologize. I have apologized on a few occasions, trying to be very smart with my humorous speech. If somebody doesn't like it, how to go about it? Say sorry and get along with it. Move on. Go to the next slide. Go to the next slide, please. Yeah. Five is facing bad response. Already I told you, you have to ignore it. Some people make this, maybe you will laugh tomorrow, maybe you will laugh later. Even that is not needed for me. And if there's not a big laughter, only a smile or not, it's okay. But different things happen. Okay, go to the next slide. This is about a vocal variety. It has got some role in humorous speaking also, though not as much as in melodramatics. The speaking voice, deliberate raising or lowering of the voice, whispering to the audience, and making asides, theatrical asides, as if you are talking to somebody else, but you are making it known to the audience also. All these are very important. But rest of the time, your voice has to be clear and audible so that people don't miss part of the joke. Go to the next one, body language. Next slide. Body language can do some amount of help. Go down till the end of the page. Yeah. Okay. Raised eyebrows. Some many times humorous people can use raised eyebrows, shrugging the shoulders, open mouth like the wow emoji, scowl or frown deliberately on your face, and any hand gestures you can use. Stage movement and excessive facial expressions are not required. For go to the next slide. Next slide, please. Humor is or born or made. Some people think born made, but I think it is both, but especially self-made. Because humorist has to make his first move, even getting input from mentors and others. He has to make the move. The self-made is a very important thing. Any happy man can be funny, and you can get it by practice. Even the beginning, our division director was saying about this being humorous. It's not difficult at all. Go to the next slide. Next slide, please. Humor and leader. Is that a joke? Leadership and humor? Or is there a connection? A sense of humor is part of the art of leadership, of getting along with people, of getting things done. Dwight D. Eisenhower must be a great chap. Not a very neat quote, but though it has got sense if you can get along, get into that. Which means leadership has got a role. Go to the next slide. I will quickly list several ways in which leadership can be. Next slide. Leadership can be good. Sense of humor is important for a leader because humor is disarming. It relieves tension. It softens the blow of the bad news. This is very important for the leaders, the corporate leaders, because they have bad news a lot of the time to tell their employees. If there is good news, they will call a press conference, but if bad news, they will tell their employees. Humor is a team builder. As already told, it improves the cohesion. Go to the next slide. Next slide, please. Continuing that, it gets people to root for the leader, which means his support is strong so that he can go ahead and do things, emphasizes the key points, and the humor is motivating. The last one, I am not very sure how it is doing. It must be motivating people. Okay, go to the next slide. Next slide. For speakers, this is where we are today. Humorous speech needs humor, stand-up comedy needs, role-playing needs humor, adding humor to your speech. Of all these four, the fourth one is our today's topic, and that is the easiest. The most difficult is role-playing, stand-up comedy comes next, and the humorous speech comes next, and adding humor is the easiest of all to your speech. I am very good in being humorous while role playing because role playing needs impromptu speaking and contextually speaking and presence of mind. These are very important. A lot of people tell that I am very good at it. I think I have to respect people's opinion. So we will concentrate on the fourth one. Go to the next slide. Adding humor to your speech. What works and where? One-liner for stand-ups and inserting in serious pieces, jokes for stand-up comedies and humorous speeches, parties, etc. There is another type called underlying humor. I will not go into detail about this. Go to the next one. Next slide. What does not work? Audience as the target of the joke is a bad idea. Unsuitable for the particular type of company we have, that is a bad idea. Wrong words and expressions, they are bad. Irrelevant to the message or audience, particularly if you are making an inspirational persuasive speech, don't make some comedy which is totally unrelated to that, or even it goes against the message. And too long is also doesn't work for inserting into speech. Go to the next slide. Next one, please. Too complicated because people will not be able to understand. Too many characters, same problem, anticipation becomes difficult. Humor diluting the takeaway punch is very bad. Because of this, in general, it is advisable not to have much humor towards the end of your serious speech. In the opening stage, yes, it is a good idea. Objectionable stereotypes, wife jokes, sarcasm jokes, pole jokes, trash jokes, and every community has got a target. Better to avoid them. Go down, please. Yeah, safe targets are self-deprecation always works. Universal villains, boss. You can have boss jokes when your boss is not around. Show off persons, snoring persons, borrowers. You can find many types of such people who are generally not liked by most people. And if you have a stereotype type of joke, you have to modify it suitably so that it doesn't sound like the stereotype joke. Go to the next one. Next slide. Next slide. Canned jokes are funny material, but they got two problems, two aspects. One is people would have heard. That's a bad thing. But canned jokes are time tested. Many times people have laughed. So that is a good point also. So you have to judiciously choose your canned joke, particularly if you take from a totally different community and modify it and present in your community, it will be good. For example, if you take a French joke, a lot of people would not have heard about it. A translation of that, you modify it suitably, we can use it like. Own material is the best. Most of the examples today are my own. Not all of them, but most of them are my own. Go to the next slide. Get your facts first, then you can distort them as you please, says Mark Twain. He is right as always. If you don't get your facts right, you may make a twist and then you may get it the right fact, even that is not desirable for a humorist. So you have to have some concrete point, then you start working on that, then you bring in humor. This is what we are going to do in speeches. Go to the next. Go to the next one. Okay, we have come now to the crux of the issue. The technique of adding humor to the speech is the tool is only absurdity in terms of surprise, exaggeration, or wordplay. You can bring absurdity in any of these methods, and that will create the humor. Go to the next. Go to the next one, please. Start with a near final script of your speech. For each sentence, try to analyze what are the assumptions or implied meanings, what are the expected reactions and responses, literal meanings, double meanings. Once you are having all these things, go to the next slide. You can find the opportunity to make a twist. Go to the next slide, please. Opportunity twist with literal meaning, exaggeration, compare, contrast, word play, pun. Most commonly, you can add a tag. After a statement is made, you just add a tag. This is one very good way of creating humor. Go to the next one. Go to the next one, please. Create laugh line. After the opportunity is identified, making the twist, create the offline and practice delivering it, including the pause, vocal variety, and body language. Practice at least 10 random examples to get it into a system so that you can start working on your script. Go to the next. Last 3 slides only our technique. With the 3 slides, everything is over. Go to the next. Example, statement, when I cook, I use wine. This is taken from somewhere else. The assumption or expectation is the wine is used in the food. Actually, the person is drinking wine. So he says, sometimes I even put it in the food. If you do give the first statement, give the adequate pause, and then go to the second statement, that produces humor. Go to the next slide. Till marriage, mother pampers. After wedding, the spouse tampers and hampers. It's just rhyming words having the opposite meaning and matching with the marriage jokes, how the tampering and hampering and all those things. So here the idea is because of the rhyme and the way the opposite is created, that is. Otherwise, what you will explain, till marriage, mother pampers. After wedding, the spouse pampers. This is the natural expectation. Go to the next slide. Next slide, please. Art of parenting is a treacherous trick. You master it when you become a grandparent. This is an ad. This is not contradicting anything in the first part. It is an addendum. It's a tag. The tag creates the humor. Now we have come to our role players time. Go to the next slide. Role player 1. This is the passage I sent. Can role player 1 unmute and give his or her version of adding humor?
Sure.
Whoever got this passage?
It's Millie Amit, sir. Hope I'm audible.
Yeah.
Okay. So I tried to build in some humor. Hope that works. We all agree that you and I are smart and capable. Do you have any doubts? I don't have. When I was a kid, my English teacher looked at me and asked, name 2 pronouns. I looked back at her and said, who? Me? After that, she never bothered me with such questions. But this world is full of weird people. For example, take my cousin. He went to Pittsburgh to do MS plus PhD in statistics. The subject statistics, for him, it's like necessary clothes. What they reveal is interesting, but what they cover up is crucial. I never liked statistics because in the class, most of the time, the teacher will be telling about X and Y. Y, I'm still okay. But X, I told the teacher that he's with some other girl now. Don't, change my mood by talking about X. My poor cousin, fate followed him. An Indian uncle with a daughter tried to fix it. Uncle invited him to his house and asked him, did you like my daughter? And what he said is, uncle, I expected her to be average, but she's so mean. I think your daughter is a sampling error at your end. You never have to be absolutely sure about anything, but reasonably certain is enough. I believe you failed at your part. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Very well done, madam.
Thank you, sir.
As you can observe, ladies have the strength of natural facial expression and inflections, which our friend also today displayed. Can we go to the next passage in the presentation? About morning walk. Okay, who is the role player two? Anybody did it?
DTM Sampath, there is somebody from the audience who would like to take it.
No,
So,
no,
read this paragraph. I think DTM Murali Manohar has volunteered.
no. We will skip that audience part because the long ones with audience will take too much time. I'm having a lot of examples to follow after these three passages. The audience can keep on trying, and whatever extra is there, you can take home and do also. So go to
We'll
the
go to the third one then.
next slide. Yes. This is who has done this? Can you please unmute and speak?
Toastmaster Matthew, please.
Good morning. Now
Morning.
that everyone worries about their figure, and for some, the figure means their bank account, and for others, it means their shape. I think you can all agree that I am handsome, maybe even debonair, but some people, especially my wife, say I'm overweight. Am I really overweight? So everyone at the same time is advising me on what I should do to lose weight. They say, cut your meals, go for a walk, maybe a run, do some jumps, yoga, swimming, go to the gym. All of this is starting to get on my nerves so that I end up eating more because I'm stressed because of the comments. So finally, I decided to go to the doctor to see what his advice would be. And so he looked at me, he took my pulse, he looked in my mouth, he used his stethoscope and listened, but he didn't give me any test and no scan. He said thyroid gives you trouble.
Okay, thank you. See, whoever is navigating from the next slide, we have got exercises. The top gives the first part, and the audience, they have to try to give the second part. Don't reveal the bottom part of each slide, only the top part of each slide. You have to show it. We will do some of them. Yes, now, next one. Yeah, this is also continuation. Go to the next one. Exercise 4, only the top part, you stop there. So can somebody try this? Do you want Venkatesh to coordinate? We can name somebody who can try this. When people agree with me, I feel anybody wants to try? Okay.
DTM Samira, you would like to try? Our area champion?
We have just that 30 minutes. We have got 5 minutes, at least 4, 5, 6 of them we can try. Okay, I will do this one. Then we have to remove your hesitation and try. When people agree with me, I feel the expectation is I feel happy. I feel elated or something like this. See what happens. Go down. Go down in the slide. Next line. When people agree with me, I feel I may be wrong. Actually, original is I know I am wrong. I changed it, slightly diluted it. This is from Oscar Wilde when he says, when people agree with me, I know I am wrong. Go to the next slide, top half only. Okay, my boss called me and said, here is a tough task. Only you can do it. The expectation is feeling proud, feeling happy, thinking, okay, I can ask for more increment next time, whatever the expectation. Can somebody add a tag to this? Contradicting the expectation. Yes, as I told you, the adding humor is very, very easy. You see the original, see the assumption, the expectation, contradicted. Okay, go down the slide.
Can I try?
Yeah, somebody wants to try. Good.
Okay, so I will try. Okay. My boss called me and said, here is a tough task. Only you can do it because he has fired everybody else and I'm the only one left in the team to do it. So I am
Very
the
good.
scapegoat.
Okay. Actually, scapegoat is the same thing I have also written. Go down.
Thank you.
He has found the scapegoat. This is what. Very good, madam. Go to the next.
Thank you,
next
sir.
is top half. A friend in need is a friend indeed. A very, very well known this one. I have used and abused this several times in my speeches. What do you expect after seeing this? It's a great statement. Yeah. Friends are really important in life. Without them, how can we have a happy, smooth life? Anybody wants to try?
Yeah, my friend is always in need.
Very good.
Because
Very
we both have no other friends. So we
Yeah,
only
yeah,
have to laugh, we only have to
Go
cry.
down and see what I have written. I do not need a friend who is in need. Because a friend in need means both ways. We always assume only one type. A friend in our need, we think like this. Actually, a friend may be in his own need. He may be coming to borrow big sum from you. Better to vanish. Go to the next slide, top half. How do we know times are changing? Simple. Keywords change. In management, particularly, this is very common. These days, empathy has been replaced by humanity. So in 90s and later, it was empathy was there everywhere in Toastmasters. Now humanity, even outside in WhatsApp messages, humanity. In Tamil, they also they have money and name. I wonder what comes next. What is the expectation here? We
Charity.
talk about good aspects or good nature or good traits of human beings. Empathy. Like next is humanity. Next may be helping others.
Charity.
So you have to contradict or give something unexpected. Can somebody try?
Sympathy.
Sympathy is before empathy.
Scarcity.
Anybody?
Scarcity.
Okay, go down. There's a single line. You will see that.
Sincerity.
What comes next? An advertisement. See, when we are seeing a program or something, seeing an advertisement in between is very common. Instead of talking about human traits, talk about something totally unconnected. Go to the next one, top half. I got 21, up to 21 number. Whatever we can do, we will do today. When the timer says get lost, the rest of it is for you. Winning is not everything. Contest season. Winning is not everything.
Yeah, it is the only thing.
Yeah, that is a one good one. Losing is important. Next line. Next line. Losers make winners. Winning is the only thing is also known. This is actually copied idea from Oscar Wilde again. He said, when I was young, I thought money was everything. Now that I'm grown up, I know it is the only thing. So winning is not everything, it is the only thing. Okay, go to the next one, top of. The honeymoon couple enjoy the week as much as possible. I have given wordplay answer for this after this, but there are many other possibilities in this. They enjoyed as much as possible. So the honeymoon week is over. Now you bring your imagination, what you want to say. Can anyone try?
Back to work.
Back to work. Honeymoon is over is a very famous statement.
Yes.
Anything else? But I didn't contradict here. Actually, I changed it with a wordplay without contradicting. Go down.
Their loan payment started.
Okay. Who is that man? Insurance man? Talking. Okay. Honeymoon couple enjoyed the week as smooth as possible.
Hmm.
Do you understand what is a smooth? Smooth is any act of intimacy. It can be a kiss, it can be a hug, it can be anything like this, any act of intimacy. So as
In current situation,
the same idea. Okay, go to the next page.
in current situation, we forgot it.
Remember always to, in current situation, of course, you wear the mask and smooth. Go to the next slide, top of. When Virat Kohli went, this came in WhatsApp, so it's nothing new. I took it from there. When went on the now famous paternity leave, ... You have to complete this wordplay. Anybody?
Others deliver.
Huh?
Others
Deliver.
Yeah, okay, very good. That is the idea. Come down. Yeah, I have put, I think Rahane delivered, I have put. What is it? Come down the next line. Rahane delivered. See, the idea is the paternity leave has got an implication of delivery of the child. You are making use of that. And by doing wordplay, you are doing this. Here, the deliver, Rahane delivered is another thing. So the word is. Go to the next one. I wish I had listened to what my mom told me. This is borrowed from somewhere.
Today I am listening to my wife's words.
Yeah. I know your problem. Your travels are well known in the world. Try something else. Anybody else can try? It's a very simple one, but it's a good one. What I have written, go down, next two lines. Really, what did she tell? Go down. I said I did not listen. I wish I had listened to my mom. Usually the word listening has got two meanings. Just listening means hearing and understanding that, or taking action based on that. Listen to me means you don't always say, you mean do what I am saying. That is the meaning implied. So that implication is contradicted here. Go to the next one. That said, I assume I'm your enemy. What
For you.
happened next?
For
You are.
Who said?
This is Murli Manohar. You are.
Is he your son?
No.
Or you said that your father? Okay. Any other ideas? Yes.
I always do.
Same thing. Go down. Son replied, why? I know it. Okay. Assume I'm your enemy. Why? I know it. This is the way. But the expectation is assume our enemy. Dad is giving some scenario. He is going to advise him something for the son. Okay. Go to the next one. Timer, you can tell me when to stop. I think we have touched 40 minutes. If you are not tired of it, we can go.
I'm trying all my wits and humor to change the color cards, but you are seeing
Go down the first
the
line.
colors.
Exercise 13. My pal wanted to look younger and shaved his head. It is partly borrowed and modified. Here the exaggeration is the idea which will give that sense of humor here. Or you can
No.
try anything else also.
Now he looks too old.
Okay, that is one. He looks bald. Okay. Any other ideas?
He got a facelift.
Okay, that's another idea. But what it is not contradictory or anything. It is not creating any effect.
That was a
But
bold move.
it is another statement giving a similar sense.
Now that eraser broke.
That was a bald move, says Toastmaster Murtuza.
Yeah, good one. Good idea. Because the bold and bald is mixing those two.
Now he has a long forehead to wash.
Written. This is
Now he
what-
has a long forehead to wash.
Go down to the next line. Now he looks like a newborn baby. Because the looking younger is still kept, and it is exaggerated to the extent of newborn baby. Not just looking younger like a young man is gone down to the newborn baby stage. Okay, because exaggeration, this example I gave, because exaggeration is often used not only in tall tales, even in humorous speeches. Occasionally, we can use it in even serious speeches to create that effect. Go to the next one if you have time. Timer, please, you have to tell me. I will stop anywhere.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes.
I have been trying to do that for the last 12 minutes now. I tried changing the background colors, and I think
Yeah, I saw the trade. I know that. I have got a timer also here, but up to 35 minutes was given by our division director. So now
this is Q&A.
Okay, we can stop. So
Yeah.
go to till the end of the slide. Go on the presentation. There is one slide I want to show. Last but one slide. Go down, go down, go down. Next time I conduct this using the same thing. The initial part I will contract a little more because people are enjoying the last part. Go down. Next slide, next slide, next slide. After 21. Yeah. After 21. See, the secret of being humorous, the secret of being a humorous speaker is to be a humorous person. See, absurdity and humor, if you don't do it, you cannot. But you can start doing it from today and it will become slowly your natural trait for a period of time. Then anything anybody says, you can start. This is what we do. In fact, one of my good friends from Qatar, TTM Surya Narayanan is there. Many of you may be knowing him. He and me, sometimes we write even limericks, humorous limericks in that group, contradicting or answering each other. And we have a lot of fun and jokes in those groups. So a few people only participate in all these things because they are already having the humorous trait. But it is not impossible for everybody to develop that trait. This is what I would request because the world will become not just a humorous place, a better place also. Next slide. Thank you.